It is easy to put young people into categories, but we don't know what led to them being in that category, how they were affected by their environment, how in turn they made changes themselves, and what reinforced what. Most research is linear, assuming that A leads to B, then to C, etc. But it's actually more common for there to be interactions back and forth between a young person and their environment. In other words, development is non-linear. Cycles get set up where one thing causes another and vice versa. This is what we call a complex problem. For example, a young person might start to worry about putting on weight, so goes out less, takes less exercise, and puts on more weight, increasing their weight-related worries. This weight worry cycle might make little difference until a threshold is crossed. One young person might be lucky and break out of the weight worry cycle by discovering dancing, for example. For someone else, the weight worry cycle might result in the young person crossing the threshold into depression and self-harm. A helpful way to tackle this complexity is to use clustering, where scientists take a large number of people, find out lots of different factors about them, and use statistics to see which groups people naturally fall into. The next step is to see how different factors might hang together and reinforce one another for each group of people. Obviously, this will only work if we have included the most important factors, called parameters, in our statistical analysis in the first place. Carefully examining all the previous research can help scientists decide which parameters to use. But even then, only young people can fully explain the kinds of cyclical processes that might be going on between these different factors. Older adults cannot do this because the world has changed since they were going through adolescence. For example, it might not occur to a middle-aged person that going clubbing was the crucial factor that made one young person resilient by quickly breaking out of the weight worry cycle, instead of going on to develop worrying levels of self-harm. An important part of this programme will be training up a group of 12 to 15 young scientists, half with care experience, to work as part of the core research team throughout the programme. The young and older scientists will meet regularly at our collaborative hub, hosted by NSPCC, to discuss every aspect of the programme, and into twice yearly larger meetings of the research group.